Hey friends, welcome, bonjour, bienvenue. I am Dave. I am a motorcycle enthusiast. I live in Canada, in the province of Quebec, in the city of Montreal. Over the years, last few months, weeks, a lot of my friends have been asking me about motorcycling in Canada. How is it? And are there any benefits? What is the process of this? So I thought I'll just provide you with some basic information, and if you are interested in this hobby. Well, firstly, I would like to say that motorcycling is a very short, the duration for motorcycling in Canada is very short, thanks to the weather. And even the months which we are allowed, which is like from the 15th of March to, let's say, the 30th of November, the time duration is of course short, but also the weather, it affects a lot. So sometimes there's rain, there's cold weather. So many people, they ride even shorter than what the duration which is allowed. So our riding days are even less. This is obviously a very, very expensive hobby for like if you eventually calculate. But coming down to it, what exactly is motorcycling? It's something that, in my opinion, it is something which is liberating. It's something that gives me a lot of happiness, a lot of pleasure. Well, we all in Canada tend to work very hard. Sometimes we're doing one job, long hours. Sometimes we're doing two jobs. So I think motorcycling gives us that sense of escape. Sometimes just being on the road, just twisting the throttle and enjoying the lovely scenery. It's a beautiful country. The summer months, the sky, it's absolutely spectacular. The back roads are amazing. So it is very, very enjoyable if you realize the situation in which you are in, and if you can make the best out of it. So in that sense, I would like to say that of course, it's a big community. There are many, many people who ride, and people have been riding for years, and they have been all over the country. They have been all over the US as well. So this is mostly a video for newbies, for people who would like to join the community. I think, of course, you have to really, think about it. Motorcycling, it doesn't come cheap. It's a little, you have to, it's, as I say, it's an expensive hobby. But of course, if you are into it, then you will really enjoy it. And I think you will really like the time that you spend with your motorcycle, with the community, with people, riding with them. So just giving you an idea about it. Firstly, this video is mostly about getting your license. So I will today be talking about the process in Quebec. Well, you can get your license from, you have to apply for your licensing permit through SAC. It is first things which are important is that you need to be over 16 years of age. So anybody below 16, you'll just have to wait. Second is that you should not have any demerit points less than 4. So let's say you have 15 points on your license, then it should not be, maybe we've had, you've driven fast or you've cut a lane or something and there are demerit points over here. So it should not be less than 4. So you should not be less than 11. And also your license should not have been revoked in the last two years. So if that is the case, then just wait for it and rather prepare for it. So think about the Canadian motorcycle licenses, that everybody starts from the scratch. So no matter where you've come from, if you have a little experience and you've ridden motorcycles, it doesn't matter, because we all start on the same platform. So first and foremost, what you need to do is you have to prepare for your theory test exam. So what you can do is you can join a few of these schools. So, like there is Technic, there's Morty's, a few more are out there. You can have a look on Google. The expense for the school is starts from $800 to about $1,000. So in this, they will be teaching you about the theory. Plus, they will be preparing you for the in-circuit exam, the first process of this. So what happens is that, let's say you apply for the school, and I think they are very kind. Many a times they say that you can do part payments. So rather than paying $1,000 one shot, you can do like 300, 350 like in 3 times, or like 500 2 times. So they're very kind with that. So speak to one of the schools. Whichever language is easy for you. I think we have it in English and in French, so you can take your classes accordingly. I think with motorcycling it's not that difficult. Well, either language, if you understand it, because it's mostly technical. So even if the instructor is explaining to you what he's doing, many a times you get the process. So and for people who speak in English, I think it's all, of course, a very good opportunity to learn French. So if you know a little bit of French, it's amazing. It's quite easy for you then. So allons-y. Then, of course, what happens is, let's say you join the school and they have a 3-hour preparation for your theory exam, in which they will be teaching you the processes like driving on the highway, the things to do, things not to do, the techniques, the braking techniques, how to handle your bike, what kind of situations may come up. So they teach you all of that, the highway safety code, details. So what happens is that it's a mandatory process. So you can go to school first, you can learn the process, and you can go and give your exam at SARC. And only after you have passed this theory exam, so this costs about, I think, $13. Once you pass this exam, that's when you go on to the closed circuit process, where they will teach you how to drive a motorcycle. So as that is the important thing, I would suggest what you can do is exactly what I did. When I was giving my car exam, the theory exam, when I passed it, I asked the person in charge in SARC that can I also apply for motorcycle. So the person said yes, definitely. It's so you come next week, or like 10 days later, you can give your exam. So after I passed the exam, I then went to the motorcycle school, and I told them that I would like to take up the motorcycle classes. So instead of you learning the theory part over there, which of course is good, but if you can do it yourself, just pass the theory exam first and go to school. You will still have to do the 3-hour theory part because it's part of the curriculum, but it's okay because you've already passed it. As you finish that, you can go straight, you can get a batch directly for your in-house circuit course. So I think you'll save up a lot of time because sometimes the theory exam can be a bit tricky, especially with the centrifugal force, centripetal force. Sometimes that becomes a bit tricky. So rather, in your own time, pass the exam. Once you pass the exam, you can then apply for the school, and it's the same process. It's, I think, a tad bit easier. Then what happens is that once you pass your theory exam, you get a 6-hour permit. Now, this does not mean that you can ride the motorcycle. It's just a permit which is used so that you can drive the motorcycle during the closed circuit in the school area. So I think this is about a 16 or 20-hour course where they will be teaching you how to drive the motorcycle slowly, how to brake, how to follow the signs, and look left and right, your foot positioning, your brake handling, your clutch positioning. So for people who have done motorcycling before, it's, I would say, a bit easier because you've learned the motorcycle and you may feel that it's just a formality. But I would also suggest that people who have done this before just be a little patient, because the teachers over there, please understand, they are professionals. They understand these things, and what they're looking for is not that you know how to drive a motorcycle, which they will eventually teach you. You will get it. What they want to also see is that you are a safe driver, and it's safe to put you on the road so that you don't get into an accident, and other people are also safe. So people who are already aware about how to drive a motorcycle, just be very humble, learn the process, go through it, give your exam, pass it, and then then you can take your motorcycle and be done with it. Now, once you apply for once you pass this whole exam, so basically, okay, what happens is you have a 20-hour, 16, 20 or 20 hours course and in the school. Once you do that, you will go for the in-circuit exam at SAC. So I believe that's about sorry, I'm just checking on the fly. That's about $114. It's a road test. You will have to, you can do that. So in that, I think from what I remember, there were like 5 processes in which, they'll teach you braking. You'll have to show the examiner over there all the techniques. It's very intricate details. It's not very difficult, but it's just that your memory has to be there, and don't panic, and just do your thing, and I guess it should all be good. So after you pass this exam, you get a 6A license, which is basically your learner's permit. This learner's permit is what you can use to ride a motorcycle. So now you have been allowed by the government to ride your motorcycle. Yes, a few things which are important for you to follow is that during the next, okay, so this permit, you have to minimum wait 11 months before you can apply for your full license. And the permit, I think it lasts about 24 months. So basically from 11 to 24 months, within that period, you are supposed to give your main license exam to get your full license for the motorcycle. So in this time period, very, very important is that do not consume any alcohol while driving. So if you get caught, it's no bueno. Then you cannot drive between 12 at night to 5 in the morning. Also, you are not allowed to carry a pillion with you. So when you're riding, you do it all alone. That's the rule. And you should not have, again, say more than 4 demerit points. So, try and avoid all the major mistakes so that you don't have any issues, and you can apply for your major license, your main license, and get it as soon as possible. So, of course, when you learn all this, the process, the school teaches you how to go about it, what to do, things to follow. You can do all of that, and then after that, of course, the process goes ahead. So, as I said, about $13 is what the SAC exam costs. The school costs between $800 to $1,000. For the test, you can also apply. You can apply for like learning classes from the SAC exam. I would suggest do that because I also took it up, even though I knew how to write, but take it up just to get a better practice for your exam. As you know, it's very hard to take an extra day off from work and then go and give your license exam. So it's better to do it in one shot, pay extra, get your license, and get done with it. So, and the driver license during your probation period costs about $58 per year. And then about after that it's about $37 to about $38 per year for your license. So then after that, I would suggest that you can of course enjoy yourself. It depends totally about how do you guys want to go about it. Very, very important, what I suggest everybody is that first and foremost, go to a showroom. Okay, just like that, like you go to a car showroom, you go and look at these lovely cars, and you go and feel, you can smell the lovely, the plastic, and go and have a look at the motorcycle. Many a times, I know a lot of people who are enthusiastic about this, and they're like, oh yes, we want to drive a fast bike, and I'm going to have like a super S1000RR or Ducati and all. So it's very, very important for you to know the cost of ownership to have a motorcycle. So firstly, the plates are very expensive. So there are categories in which you can drive the motorcycle. There's of course the sports, the plate, which is expensive. Then of course the first year of you having your license, the plates are even more expensive. So I'm going to give you a whole breakdown of that in the next video. But this was my first video for you, so that you understand. And I think it would be an amazing opportunity to invite all of you to come and ride, because of course the community is quite big over here in Quebec, but It's also something we enjoy. It's like a festival, like you have a mural festival, or you have one of these lasso festivals, or so it's like that. The best thing about motorcycling is you can go to one of these places, go to Orange Julep, go to you can join these bike groups on Facebook. So they schedule rides on a Sunday, Saturday, on these long weekends, and it's amazing. It's not necessary that you need to know everybody. You can just say hi, hello, and you can join them, look at each other's bikes, talk to them about it, and it's a culture. Bringing people together with something you really enjoy, and it's like a passion. And people, they love to talk about it and come together. So I think this it's a short period, but it's a great way to make friends and connect with people. And I think a lot of friends that I've made are through this process. So I would like to say again, welcome to riding, and I think you can the rest of it, like how to get your gear, how to get a motorcycle, decide on it. I will suggest you more points in the coming videos. For now, this was more about a video for you to just give your exam and get through with it. And of course, after this, once you pass all the exam, it will be amazing. Also, why I suggest is you do these exams because the time frame is very short. So generally, I suggest people that you should give your exam during the winter months, so that once you've passed your theory exam, you can straight away apply for the school. So I think starting May or June, the schools usually open. So the slots are quite limited. Let's say there are 20 students in a batch or 30 students in a batch. They fill up very fast. So as you join them, so people are already enrolling, as it's like first come first serve. So by the time, let's say you start giving your exam, and then it gets delayed every month. So as you can do it, so what happens is, let's say you get your license in the first few months, let's say by May, June, July, then, and you ride for 3-4 months, then what happens is that the next let's say the season ends, and 11 months after that is exactly the next summer. So in the next summer, you can apply for your main exam, and you will have your full license by the next summer. So think about these things, and I think yes, getting a license is an expensive part, but it's something which is liberating. It's a price that you can pay for happiness, and of course some bragging rights that you have an extra number 6 on your license. So these things are important. Also, one more thing is that for your main license, when you give your main exam, it's important to have your class 5 license. So when you do your learner's process and you get your learner's bike process, make sure in the next 11 months you also get your car permit, because that is important to have your full license. So yeah, all the best to all of you, and have a lovely time, and God bless, be safe right out there, and hope to see you on the road soon, and all the best. Take care.